During 1975 and 1979, the communist Khmer Rouge, led by Pol Pot, killed approximately millions of people in Cambodia. While this genocide has ended, it's still very much alive in people's memories. After decades of no recourse, former Khmer Rouge top leaders who participated in the murders are just recently facing justice. Community members and local survivors shared their stories at the Khmer Arts Academy in Long Beach this past weekend.
They did not believe me that I was a school teacher. They say, no, you're not school teacher. You, the person who speak in the international radio, international national TV. You, the speaker, the reporter of the national TV of Tribunal regime. I say no. No, I was a teacher. I was a teacher. So from that time, they believe me, they follow me, all the time. And they send me and my children to break the rock near a mountain. Near a mountain. I live there, so my son become more and more sick. I don't have any medication to give him. He passed away. He passed away, and nobody helped me. Just only me. I bring my son, my body, the body of my son, to the jungle and to make a grave for him. 1 month later, my daughter died also. She died. My daughter, 5 years old, she died because no food to eat at all. And she's so skinny, so skinny. So they beat my son, they beat my children, they beat my daughter, And then from that time, my daughter become more and more sick. 1 month later, after my son, so my daughter passed away. She died 1 month after my son, And I always carry my daughter to the forest to make the grave.
It's important to not only to the Long Beach Cambodian community, but across the United States and worldwide. Having the survivors the opportunity to speak out, share their stories of struggle and triumph and resilience and their desire for search for justice is an important step to tell the story beyond the killing fields or the tragic of the past. It shows that the community is ready to heal and move forward.
Cambodia wasn't safe enough until the late 90s to actually investigate these crimes that we see before us today. Cambodia, even though the fall of the Khmer Rouge regime was in 1979, they still had a civil war until the late 90s.
I became an orphan when I was 14 years old. Okay, and I was there. I worked in the labor camp, and I saw many Chinese advisors coming to inspect the dam and everything there. And in my opinion, China, Mao Zedong specifically, was directly involved in the slaughter of Cambodian people. Was there any intention or any attempt to? I know he's gone, he's dead, but is there any at least symbolic attempt to bring those guys to justice?